G'day, welcome back. So, it turns out that there's possibly, a little bit of internet research has shown me that there's possibly one more nameless terror dude. And he kind of hangs out go through the field, and we sort of want to go across the bridge where all the Saurians are. And I'm hoping that that'll actually summon the Muppet. So we'll wait and see, but I'm pretty sure it will. And then we can go and take him out back at Cassidus. Here we are. So coming out of here, because this is where the bridge is. You got to kind of go across the bridge. They're not, I mean, in no way are they threatening. Like, they're not, you're not going to bump into them. So, as assassins, they're really crap. Because they're not anywhere that we are. Like, why would we be randomly walking around here in the dead of night? We just sort of wouldn't. So that set of rocks there, I'm hoping, is where I'm just... Be great if this guy would just turn up and get dead. Aha! I see him! Oh! You are he who just died really fast. Wait. Who is the he? Wait, where? Oh, sweet. There's a Anonymous man. Oh, come back.
There's no way we could have lost to that. They caught us unawares. It was a close thing.
There we are. We've defeated all the killers. Hooray!
It grows with the life it steals. I'm on my way.
Thank you. Hooray! Now I can actually hit them. Yeah, but now we've killed all the killers. Now we can go to Cassidus and fight Zero, who's like the head baddie. So that was the one that I missed. That was the weird one, the one that was just sort of over the bridge. Aha. Is he here?
I am the voice.
Hey! There he is.
I see now for a true Arisen.
Yeah, mate. That's how I roll. 12,000 XP. Well worth it. Well worth it. Hurrah! Okay. So now that we've done all that toing and throwing and throwing and toing, we'll come to Gran Soren and
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold? It is a port crystal, Master.
get rid of our little lantern so I can save a bit of oil. And what we're going to do is wait till morn.
Once our preparations are complete, we ought to meet with Chamberlain Aldous.
Now we will be meeting with Chamberlain Aldous. Chamberlain Aldous. Hello.
Remember to save enough for lodging. Also,
Yeah, I think I've got it covered.
Understood.
I think I can afford the 500 gold. So we're going to take our 500 gold, sleep for the night. And now if we have a look at our questy poos, them is all done. These are all just collect along the way things.
are your travel preparations?
So now that we're going to enter this second bit where we talk to Aldous and we get some of the Aldous quests. Now, as long as you've done the Gold Idol quest, you're going to be in Fornival's good books. And if you're in Fornival's good books, then you've got a chance of, then you need to be able to get him acquitted. So we're about to pick up
Rumor has it, Salvation works with a man known as the Knights Champion.
several little questy poos. Let's grab the first one here from Sir Max.
It pains me to burden you, busy as you are with the royal orders, but there is aught I would speak of with you. 'Tis a
Aught?
cause of worry. Skeletons have been sighted near the capital these past few days. Elsewhere, I've had no end of reports of secret meetings among the zealots of Salvation. I cannot help but see the two as intertwined. Still, I'll be damned if I allow their kind to go corrupting the minds of good people for want of evidence. Arisen, I ask this as a favor. Will you look into these events and hunt out any thread that connects them? I believe I've learned where the cult meets. I've made note of it on your map. I ask you begin your search there.
There, you've made a friend of her.
So we're going to investigate a secret meeting. And the secret meeting, of course, because it's secret, happens at night time. So back to the Grand Soren Inn and back to the flock on the rock. And have a little sleep till night time because we're going to be sneakily discovering them. Sneakily discovering them. Where are you hiding, cultists?
What will it be today?
Where are you hiding, cultists? I'm coming to get you.
We best make for that alley. We must head to their gathering place.
Ruh, ruh, get him away. Whee! And they're hanging out under here, being underhanded. Hello, cultists. I mean, you dressed like cultists. You know,
What do you make of this new plan then?
Dylan.
Conclave?
Hello, I'm Dylan the cultist.
I know it aims to sow chaos, but still, I can't but think it's excessive.
It's a little bit excessive, don't you think?
Walking bones have slain 3 of our own. And we're to let such creatures roam the roads?
Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
Aye.
Tag it. Aye. If we're so ordered, the rest of the Conclave's design relies on those skeletons to draw off the Duke's attention.
Grant you then.
I'll grant you their bloodthirst is greater than I thought.
'Tis time to submit.
That's my best target. I think it's pretty good.
No more doubts about that. You're to begin work under the conclave soon, no?
Yeah, come on. Come on, harden up, Dylan.
Aye, I'm bound for there now. 'Tis my first time. I was surprised at the summons, truth be told. I've not been with Salvation long. I suppose they trust me.
Don't know why.
I'll not miss the hellish life of a messenger, I'll tell you that.
So you've got an option. You can approach them or
Or follow one of
confront or follow. I'm not very good at...
You, how long were you there?
Yeah, long
Did
enough.
you hear? I'll not hang for salvation. It was only a way to earn some coin in the first place. They pay a tidy sum for finding new believers and sending them on to the conclave, though I suppose my hand in that ends today.
Yeah, it does.
Let's be civil here, friend. We're not enemies, you and I.
Yes, we are.
Surely we could strike a deal with Bennett. Like, say, I give you a special bit of merchandise in return for a stack of coin. Well, you... Hold, pray hold, friend. Very well. You've made your point.
I'm going to take a...
The key is yours.
Yeah,
Do as
thanks.
you please with it.
I've
And
learned what to do in
as much as you might want to hit him,
gives us entry into the catacomb.
you can't because, unfortunately, we're going to go to the catacombs. We're going to go straight there. Because, and this is the real kicker, he's a citizen, and if you hit him, you actually get arrested and thrown into prison. It's very disappointing. And he doesn't die. So you can't actually kill. That's the one that got away. You know.
The catacombs are just ahead.
You can follow Dylan if you want, and he'll hide the key under a barrel just outside the pub. But I reckon nicking it and running is easier. Now this can be quite confusing. So I want to show you. We're going to go straight there. I will pick up the light cure.
The crypt was fashioned ages ago.
That is not where we're going.
We'll need to open this gate to use the lift.
We really don't. We can just go around this way
Gods of nature. That's why they returned.
and around this way
Those souls might be cleansed and born anew.
and around this way
Be dead all around us.
and through here
A scout on deck.
and through here where we did before.
Take care with the closed coffins. I believe some of the coffins. You see that?
Through this way. Through here.
Let go! This must do something. Now.
And I think we go down because I think what I want to do is
From a natural cavern. Is half a
open
labyrinth
this door here.
I haven't spoken a word. Not a word, I swear it. You must believe me.
We can use the key
I'd no
from the
idea that was the
salvation
Arisen.
method.
How could I have?
I will. Just give me my little zap. Where's my zap? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you. Use the key on this door and then start axing these guys. Now if you burn them, they blow up like bombs.
It looks funny to spit holy light inside this.
Now once you've come through here, do start checking the you don't want that. Do start checking the graves because we're gonna get a little request for a bunch of things here. But first of all, come through, get him.
It's not over with them, fool. Hurry and find the one controlling them further on. Go and...
Go and so Skelly Mage. Take out all the Skelly Mages. Oops. Including the added extra Skelly Mages. Now we're upstairs and I want to show you something. I want to show you this door. This door has 5 little baubles, right? We need to collect all 5. So, that means opening up all of these.
It lies within a coffin here.
Nothing in there. Salubrious brew. Definitely. Mandrake, yeah, why not?
Skeleton lads, before the light. That was hardly a warm-up.
Open that one up and... Nah. Monk's Periap, yeah, very useful. Torn Grimoire, yeah. We can use these things as a fighter and a warrior. We can read these little bits of magic. So here's the first one. First key. We want 5 of those. So that's the first one. Don't want wool cloth. No.
This
Yep.
looks interesting.
No. We've only got the first key. We need 4 more. Second key.
The key is hidden in a coffin. What's this?
You're a genius.
Now, we needn't spill a drop of our own blood.
Third key.
Oh, debilitated.
Tuft of hair. I'll take the purifying brew. Skulls. Purifying brew. Now I think we just got given something large. Yeah, we did. We got given Golden Grace. Which neither of us can use, but I'm going to give it to Spike to hang on to because It's heavy. So golden stuff is pretty good. And also sells for quite a bit of scratch. Cash money. Lots of skellies. Now, usually where there are skellies, you get convenient explosive barrels. So around here to the left, we're going to get one of them.
Certainly are a great number of wolves. Target the Arisen online. They rampage indiscriminately.
That's the fifth one. But we want the fourth one, and the fourth one is going to be
Our strength brought us victory.
over this away. More booze. No. I think the fourth one is around in here. Yeah.
The key is hidden in a coffin. Treasure, perhaps?
I like cure and the fourth gem. So now we've got all five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're going to go back to where we were before. Oops. Which is, I think, this way. That's it. And back around. And around and about, and around and about, and around and about, till we find that door. There it is. And put all the keys in. And up she goes. Confessional chamber, aptly named. Haha. Got your ballsack. Yes, his name really is Ballsack.
You here seeking the source of the skeletons? Or have you just come to rid us of a few traitors? My thanks, by the by. I see no call for secrets. It was salvation loosed those bone warriors upon the land. They are an experiment, a vanguard. All in preparation for the day of reckoning to come. You shall have an honored place among them, Arisen. Aye, your bones shall lead the march as the Red Dawn breaks.
I don't think so, pal. Done.
I feel more familiar with his quest now. Let's have a look.
And now you can walk back if you haven't put down any crystals. But we're just going to fast travel back.
Treasure, perhaps?
And you get the Crimson Teeth. Now the Crimson Teeth are a really nice set of daggers. If you're a dagger build and you haven't picked up any of the earlier ones, they're a great set. But we're going to finish up this episode by popping back, saying hi to our boy.
What's that? It is a port crystal, Master. What meaning do you suppose those stones this?
And you're going to want to do this in the daytime because after we've talked to him, we're going to stroll up and listen to some information from the Duke.
Chamberlain orders.
Nah.
I hear no. Will it be?
So stay till morning. You'll notice I'm not really bothering with the beautiful little flower.
Are your travel preparations complete?
And largely that's because of the hassle and the expense of thinking about it all the time. So there are some quests that go longer than a day, or quests where you get imprisoned and things like that, and your flower will die. And so it costs you another 200,000 gold just to get the double wheel.
The man knows the
It's useful when you're grinding and looking to get levels, but I'm going to show you another way to do that, and we're going to do that at the end of this episode.
The catacombs are cleansed of rats.
They sure are, mate.
The roads, too, are all but free from the skeleton warriors. Grancis is safe for the moment. Documents they left behind shed some light on Salvation's actions as of late. It seems the skeletons were an attempt to bolster their numbers.
Ooh.
What's more, it was their own members' bones they put to use. Newly joined believers made living sacrifices.
Ew.
Turned from flesh to living bone by some dark art.
Ew,
All
ew, ew.
part of some experiment. The writings claim that bone warriors wrought from living men are stronger than those come from corpses. Even for a cult of madmen to visit such atrocities upon their own. It is a horror, and one now hopefully at an end. Again, you have my thanks, Arisen. Pray, accept this small token for your efforts.
I've been questioned.
Thank you. So we're going to pop on in and talk to Aldous. We've now completed everything outside there. I'm studiously avoiding the beloved quest line with the Duchess because of the ickiness of having this tall character be with her. It's surprisingly just fine with everybody else. You can also make all sorts of people your beloved. It's a multi-sexuality game, so... Okay, Aldous.
For your assignments, I speak for His Grace on such matters.
Yes, I understand. I understand. I understand.
Any task deserves your full and immediate attention.
I understand. I hear you.
Make your choices, sir.
Now, let's gather evidence for an important trial.
You've a stake in this, and a right to hear, sir. You know of Fornival, aye?
I do.
He is among the wealthiest of Grand Soren's merchants. Though now he stands to lose all. He is accused of a litany of crimes. I would beg a favor, if you've the time.
Yes.
It seems Fornival was as busy in his underground dealings as in his honest work. His bill of crimes includes bribery, fraud, abduction, the selling of secrets,
What?
even collusion with Salvation. The inquest continues as we speak. Should the present tide prevail, he will likely be found guilty and put to death. Opinions are split, however, on the credibility of the present proofs and testimonies. A few days yet remain before the matter is decided. I ask that you go and gather what facts you can. Any proof is welcome, be it evidence or testimony. Aught that clearly shows his guilt or innocence. Justice must be done, and for that, we need of the truth.
So we're going to do this very quickly. We're going to, and so you have an option here. Obviously, he's just guilty, but we are going to we're going to prove him innocent. And the reason we're going to prove him innocent is entirely mercenary. He will later in the game, if alive, if proven innocent.
I hear old Fornival is the subject of an inquest.
Come see Fedel.
His conviction would bring me no joy, not least for the loss of revenue I would suffer. Arisen, I have a proposition, sir. I've long had dealings with Fornival, and want to believe in his innocence. Pray, take a petition for his acquittal from me, that it may help sway his arbiters.
So what we're going to do is try and find evidence to acquit him. And when you find evidence, you can just come and give it to Aldous. So the reason we want to acquit him is he sells Conqueror's Periapts, and Conqueror's Periapts massively increase strength, and he's the only person that sells an unlimited amount of them. So unfortunately, what we're going to do is get him off the hook. Don't feel too bad though, because plenty is going to change around here. Plenty. And you can do this game. This quest is a timed quest, so you've got like 5 days to do it. What we're going to do first of all is say hi to Fornival and his wife and his daughter. Sorry, so say hi to Simone. She should be in here somewhere. She's not. Just him. Okay.
Mustering fools just barged in. They hold me prisoner like some common criminal.
Well, you are a common criminal.
You there, you're an able sort.
I sure am.
Time yet before my trial is decided. Pray, arrange for my acquittal however you may. If you see me through this storm, I'll sell to you at cost for the rest of my day. 'Tis a gentleman. Now go.
That's true, and it is a generous offer, and he will do it. So she's just in here eating. Take the petition from Simone.
You're the Arisen, are you not? I could not, even if the things they say were true, I still... He was ever a kind father to me. A petition? Of course, I would gladly draft one. I would draft 100 if it be a help. Steady on.
So we've got Simone's petition. We've got his... Now, if you have a look at the map, that's going to be the guys that we saved. In the cathedral. So we're going to go in the cathedral and talk to Father Jeffrey, because outstandingly the church is also embroiled in the desperate corruption, and he will also happily draft a petition for the acquittal.
What? Fornival stands trial? 'Tis a pity. In truth, the man was profligate. His ostentation earned him envy and enmity in equal parts. But he was not the sort of man to seek profit in the misfortunes of others. I will add my name to the petition. I shall pray that his innocence is proven.
We've done it!
So you've probably got enough, but I want to seal the deal. And remember that if you do nothing, he's going to get found guilty. And certainly you can go and talk to Tomlin and his dad, and they'll find him guilty. But what I want to do is now have a little look and go and find Renard, because Renard sells... Let's go here. Because there's a petition, there's an actual dude that we can take who will provide evidence about the innocence. ... And he lives over here. So I'm just running there. Don't worry about fighting the goblins, and don't worry about fighting the dragon. You can just run, as I'm doing. Run past them all. There's a big lake. And essentially the dude we want is on the other side of this lake. So, just run past the Saurians. We can kind of see the tents over there. That's where we want to go. There we are. And we'll see who's over here. Let's meet Jace. We haven't met him before. So Jace sells some cool stuff. But he's not who we're here to see. We are here to see our boy.
I know 'tis improper to say so, but you'll not deny the thrill of awaiting judgment. Though it's the rare trial that's not decided before it begins. If proofs are easily falsified, testimony is still more so. There's always someone with cause to want one outcome or the other, and the means to ensure it. Which brings me to a very special deal for you, friend. Writs of affidavit for sale at bargain rates. I've statements of varying guilt or innocence. Quite the clever forgeries, these. And why not? If you've... my prices ebb and flow with the tides of the...
So, affidavit of innocence.
Back in need, fun. You'll
And we'll grab another one, and you can see the price goes up.
You'll not regret making.
And the last thing we want is actually to go and grab a witness. And Hilfiger Knoll is closest. Now the fun bit about this is you might actually end up fighting a griffin. So if you do end up fighting, so if you, when you land at Hilfiger Knoll, I would save. Just because you might end up fighting a griffin. But again, we're just running. We're not here for any tourist reasons, any fighting reasons. We are literally just running back to that castle over there. I got more than enough hit points to do that. I'm not pausing. I can see him, and I don't care.
Arisen, I am at your side. Burn their wings!
Now, one of the other quests that we had, obviously, was a hunting expedition. And the hunting expedition is hunting a griffin. And at the end of that, you end up killing the griffin. And if you do end up killing the griffin, then obviously, happily, come and say hi to Siderio.
More's the pity. He finished our odds at quite the favorable rate. We'll be as cats without claws, should he be kept from doing business. I do not know the man well. I cannot stand idly by and see him convicted. Testimony given in person will carry more weight than a missive. Pray, he was...
So he's arranged for a liar. Here we are. And the liar is up here.
Seems the Duke aims to wring all
They are
the
all
ransoms
dodgy.
from-
I'm
Let's
called
have a look
Castor.
at that rise in the land.
Sir Dario has
There may
informed
be
me of
all
my
to
duty.
harvest.
I'm thankful to have you accompanying me to the capital. Very well.
So grab Castor, the false, and we're going to take him and all of our other stuff straight back to Aldous. We're only going to give Aldous stuff that says Fornival is innocent, and we're only doing such a heinously wrong-headed, immoral thing because we need to buy stuff from Fornival later on. That's it. It's that simple. The game is set up, unfortunately, that way, that you have to make these moral compromises, and that's how it works. So we're ignoring all of the really quite truthful, valid, and excellent reasons for Fornival to have his head cut off, and instead we're doing this. And the reason is, when we do Bitter Black Isle later on, we're going to want heaps of those. We're going to want a lot. And you can see that my dude is following me. He's still there.
I entrust my... I cannot... You are to see me, pray.
Okay.
Make your choice, sir. Brought a witness, have you? I shall see to the... There's time.
And we're going to give Simone's petition over.
Good. You've brought... Here. There's...
And we're going to give all the petitions over.
Good. You've brought... There's time. You are to pray. Make your choice. Good. Here. There's time. You are to pray.
Oh!
No doubt you're aware. A company. There's been no end of it. Tis not. They stand. I fear this. You are to pray. Make your choice. Material evidence. Being... Good. You've brought... There's time. You are to pray. Make your... Good. You've brought... There's time. You are... I speak. Pray. Make... I would ask... Material... The ink...
And that's it. We've given over all the evidence that all says he's innocent, and now literally we're just going to go back to the pub and sleep the requisite number of days. I'll show you how to do that. And then you want to do it at the Grand Soren Inn because this actually finishes at the Grand Soren Inn. Here we are. The capital swells with ill rumours. I find it easier to do it this way, just to get it off and clear with X. So now we're just sleeping. And if you sleep, it'll say, you know, 2 days to the trial, 1 day to the trial, etc., etc. The reason, by the way, it takes a longer time to load after you sleep is because it's loading the data about Spike and deciding if anyone wanted to rent her. Now, nobody has, so unfortunately we don't have any rift crystals to play with, but yeah. And now it says 2 days remaining, and it'll say 1 day remaining.
The verdict draws near. We'd better...
And now it'll say we're done. Go and hear the verdict. And you hear the verdict by literally just walking outside.
Fornival's inquest will begin soon. Let's deliver our findings.
And out you come.
Order. I will have order.
All right, Ambrose, calm down, mate.
This inquest has its conclusion. Fornival Frescobaldi, in the name of his grace,
his name is Fornival Frescobaldi,
hereby proclaims its verdict. Not guilty.
Yeah.
You are cleared of all charges and released from bondage forthwith. The inquest is hereby ended.
Hooray! Justice has absolutely been hamstrung. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Got him off. Yeah.
Our task is done. Let us report our progress. Have you aught to send?
So now you just go back to Aldous and give him the fantastic news. Now Aldous seems a pretty decent bloke, so obviously he's going to be relatively shocked at our wildly inappropriate behaviour. But you know what? Aldous isn't around for the long haul, so I don't care what he thinks. And you do need those Conqueror's periapts pretty much regardless of what character you're playing. So, Aldous, my boy. So I spent an awful lot of time just sort of walking upstairs.
Word of Fornival's verdict has come. He was judged innocent somehow. It was an acquittal hued in shades of grey, scarce different from black, but an acquittal nonetheless. The trial was fair, and so we must accept its decision. Though the matter ended sourly, it's by no fault of yours. Take your wages with my thanks, Arisen.
And we will leave it here and pick it up next time. See ya!